Hey guys, what's up? Stephen here, and we're back to another Roblox tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you on how to make a leaderboard. This is considered part 3 of our How to Make the OB game. Uh, Part 3 of how to make the leaderboard in our OB game as a correction. So in this video, we're gonna finally add the point system. I've already added the point system, like the points in the leaderboard, and I'm gonna show you how. So initially, we have our leader stats. We have a point system, but we don't actually know how we can add a point system. We do have points and we do have checkpoints. And what we do know is that whenever we touch a checkpoint, that's where we add the points. But we don't really know how much points we add. Um, but we do know that every time the checkpoint is added, we will have it on the checkpoint because maybe in the future we'll sync it on the timer on how fast it's being touched per game. But for now, we're gonna add it so that it would be whenever we touch the coins. So how do we do that? We already have a coin system, and all we just need to do is copy this, change this to, let's say, point collection, and then instead of coins, we're gonna put this on points. And we're also gonna change this to points, and this to points, and this to points. So feel free to copy this. And then on this part, I don't think we need to set up that much, but let's just set up at least 3 for now. So 3 is good. So instead of reward coin, we could actually keep it like this and just change the amount. But this is only if you would want to keep it the same as being given a coin reward. So instead of coin rewards, we're gonna add points, but we can still sync it with that coin reward. If you do understand that, the only reason we didn't add it here is to keep it simple on just 3 function, because more than 3 we might we we might not want to add. And of course, if you don't want to give it on every checkpoint, as we would want to give it maybe on reward coin just 3 and then the further down the road. But in any case, let's test it on reward coin 1. So let's give it a 50 points. 50, or maybe the points would be higher every time they reach checkpoint. That would be cool. So let's make this 1,000. Make this 1,000, and then make this 1.5. So maybe incrementing of 500 would do good. And this alone should give us the points we need to get our scoreboard. So let's test it out. Okay, I don't need to jump. I have my reset GUI, I believe. So let's just make this to 3, since our largest was 3. So note that we have 0 points, 0 coins, 0 checkpoint. Let's get our scores. Teleport to number 3. We got 1-5. And then we're gonna test this out. Let's reset. It should reset our coins and scores. And now there is a score there. So that we've done the leaderboard in our past video, which is now we have confirmed that it is working, and now we have added some stuff there. So let's just get to checkpoint 1 to see if we're gonna have some additional points. Should have 500. And there we go. Now we have added, it goes vice versa, but you get the cheese, we get the points. So initially you would only touch one part Okay, there you go. So don't need we won't be we won't be on a problem wherein everyone is just spamming the point system of the checkpoint. So I think the codes are foolproof or future proof. We have the scores there, we have the names, even though if we're resetting the checkpoint, but we're not resetting the actual scores and the coins that the player has. So in the future, we'll have shops some here, and we would have maybe a skills on the dash and make it usable and has animation on it. But so far, let's review our codes here. So first off, don't forget your leaderboard, the Surface GUI, the mainframe, the subframe, the template, and the player name and player scores. Also your titles, feel free to edit that with the text. And don't forget to use the game.players added and your leaderboard with the points, and make sure you also have the leaderboard. A quick check on this is that we would have a players added and it is updating every 10 minutes as 10 seconds. And as you can see, we have updated it from 1.5, it turns to 2000, so it's going to be updating. It's not a stagnant leaderboard, and in the future or in your game, as soon as you have those stuff, it's gonna actually update. And maybe in the future we'll have some, not really donations, but we're gonna have some market wherein who spent the most or something like that. Not sure if that was a good idea, but yeah, we're gonna have tons in there in the leaderboard, and all we have to do is just add a value in the function and a function on another table, or we can just simply duplicate the leaderboard and create another script codes for it. And this is easier sync on the data store. But so far, we have completed the series of how to make a leaderboard in Roblox Studio. And I hope you're following along in our journey, and then catch you on another video. Bye bye.